Relax, close your eyes, and let this story lead you to a peaceful place. Mock and Angelonia's Playful Adventure. This story is about Mock and his dog Angelonia, who embark on a playful adventure in the forest, discovering hidden treasures and sharing joyous moments. In a quaint village nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling river lived a boy named Mock and his faithful companion, a dog named Angelonia. Mock had a wild imagination, and Angelonia was always by his side, her tail wagging in excitement for their next adventure. One sunny afternoon, as the two friends played in the village square, Mock came up with a new game. "Let's pretend we're explorers discovering a hidden treasure," he exclaimed, his eyes sparkling with mischief. Angelonia barked in agreement, her ears pricking up at the thought of their imaginary journey. They decided to venture into the nearby forest, a place filled with towering trees and the melodies of chirping birds. As they crossed the wooden bridge leading into the forest, Mock picked up a sturdy stick, declaring it his explorer's staff. Angelonia trotted beside him, her nose sniffing the air, sensing the excitement. Inside the forest, sunlight filtered through the leaves, casting playful shadows on the ground. Mock led the way, pretending to decipher ancient maps, while Angelonia followed closely, occasionally bounding ahead to chase after squirrels. They climbed over fallen logs, waded through a gentle stream, and marveled at the vibrant flowers blooming along their path. After a while they stumbled upon a small, hidden clearing surrounded by dense foliage. In the center of the clearing lay a large, mysterious rock, covered in moss and vines. Mock's eyes widened with excitement. "This must be where the treasure is buried," he whispered. Together, they began to dig round the rock with their hands and paws. To their surprise, they unearthed a small wooden chest. Mock's heart raced as he opened the chest to reveal colorful marbles, shiny trinkets, and a note that read, "To the greatest explorers, keep these treasures and continue seeking adventures." Mock and Angelonia grinned at each other, their eyes twinkling with joy. They spent the rest of the afternoon playing with their newfound treasures, imagining countless stories of their heroic deeds. As the sun began to set, casting a warm golden glow over the village, Mock and Angelonia made their way back home, tired but happy. They knew that no matter where their imaginations took them, they would always have each other, and the endless possibilities of adventure. Another gentle tale is ready to be shared. Yuri and Flux, Seasons of Friendship. This story is about a girl named Yuri and a skunk named Flux who form a lifelong friendship while exploring the changing seasons together. Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by lush forests and sparkling rivers, there lived a kind-hearted girl named Yuri. She had eyes that shimmered like the morning dew and a smile that could brighten even the cloudiest of days. Yuri loved exploring the woods and discovering the wonders of nature. In one crisp autumn afternoon, as the leaves fell like golden confetti, Yuri met a skunk named Flux. Flux was unlike any skunk Yuri had ever seen. He had a delicate stripe of lavender down his back and eyes that sparkled with curiosity. From that moment on, they became the best of friends. Together, they would wander through the forest, watching the seasons change. In winter, the forest was a wonderland of snow and silence. Yuri and Flux would leave little footprints in the snow, their laughter ringing through the stillness like the sweetest melody. They built snow forts, made angels in the snow, and shared stories by the fire as the wind howled outside. When spring arrived, the forest awoke with a burst of color and life. Flowers bloomed in every shade of the rainbow, and the air was filled with the songs of birds returning from their long journeys. The Yuri and Flux danced through fields of wildflowers, their hearts as light as the warm spring breeze. They They climbed trees to get a better view of nests filled with chirping baby birds and played hide and seek among the budding leaves. Summer brought endless days of sunshine and adventure. The forest was a playground of green, lush and full of energy. Yuri and Flock spent their days swimming in the cool river, picnicking in the shade and chasing fireflies as the sun set and the sky turned to twilight. They collected shiny pebbles from the riverbed and wove crowns of clover and daisies for each other. As the days grew shorter and summer turned to autumn, the forest transformed once again. Trees turned vivid shades of red, orange, and gold, and the air grew crisp and cool. Yuri and Fluff loved playing in the piles of freshly fallen leaves, their laughter echoing through the trees. They gathered acorns and pine cones, creating little treasures they would keep through the winter. Cold each season, Yuri and Fluxy's friendship grew stronger. They learned many lessons from the forest and from each other. They discovered the beauty of change, the joy of companionship, and the magic that could be found in the simplest moments. As the years went by, Yuri and Flox continued to explore the forest together, their bond unbreakable, and their hearts forever intertwined with the rhythm of the seasons. And so, under the canopy of trees that had witnessed their countless adventures, Yuri and Flox forged a friendship that would last a lifetime. Let's drift softly into another chapter. Blossom and Yuri, Tranquility in the Whispering Woods. This story is about a young girl named Blossom and a crow named Yuri, who form a tranquil and unspoken bond in the beauty of the Whispering Woods. In a quaint village surrounded by the Whispering Woods, there lived a young girl named Blossom. She had a pure heart and an unquenchable curiosity about the world around her. Every evening, she would walk through the tranquil forest, accompanied by a gentle breeze and the harmonious chirping of birds. Among the dense canopy and winding paths, she found solace and peace. One twilight, as the sun painted the sky with hues of orange and pink, Blossom stumbled upon a crow perched on a low branch. The crow's feathers were a deep black, gleaming with an almost mystical aura. Blossom felt an instant connection with the bird and decided to name it Yuri. Yuri, though silent, seemed to understand Blossom's thoughts and feelings. The two formed an unspoken bond, sharing the tranquility of the forest and the beauty of nature. Blossom would often sit by a clear brook, her reflection shimmering in the water, while Yuri perched nearby, watching over her. They found comfort in each other's presence, a silent companionship that transcended words. As time passed, Blossom and Yuri's friendship deepened. Blossom would bring small offerings of berries and seeds for Yuri, who in return would leave shiny trinkets by her favorite tree. These small gestures symbolized their mutual respect and appreciation. One serene night, a gentle snowfall transformed the forest into a winter wonderland. Blossom and Yuri marveled at the pristine beauty, the silence broken only by the crunch of snow beneath their feet. In this magical setting, they felt an overwhelming sense of tranquility and belonging. They would spend hours exploring the snow-covered woods, finding joy in the simple pleasures of life. Blossom's heart was filled with gratitude for her feathered friend and the peaceful moments they shared. As seasons changed, their bond remained unshaken, a testament to the enduring beauty of friendship and the tranquility that comes from harmony with nature. Blossom learned that true peace comes from within, and with Yuri by her side, she embraced each day with a serene heart. And so, with the Whispering Woods as their sanctuary, Blossom and Yuri continued their journey of tranquil companionship, forever cherishing the quiet, idyllic moments they spent together. Another story awaits to soothe your heart. The Whisper of Hope. This story is about Angelonia, a kind-hearted young woman who finds hope and strength with the help of a celestial being named Ka. In a small village nestled between the lush hills and crystal clear streams, there lived a young woman named Angelonia. She was known for her kind heart and tenacious spirit, always lending a hand to those in need. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, Angelonia decided to take a walk through the nearby forest. The forest was a magical place where the trees whispered ancient secrets and the flowers seemed to hum melodies of old. As she walked deeper into the forest, she felt a gentle presence surrounding her. It was then she saw a faint light shimmering through the trees. Intrigued, she followed the light until she reached a clearing. In the center of the clearing stood a celestial being of immense beauty and grace. Her name was Kala. Kala's ethereal glow illuminated the whole area, and her presence exuded warmth and comfort. Angelonia approached her cautiously, but with a hopeful heart. "Who are you?" Angelonia asked, her voice barely above a whisper. "I am Ka," the celestial being replied with a voice as soft as the breeze. "I am a guardian of hope, sent to guide those who have lost their way." Angelonia felt a tear roll down her cheek. "I have been feeling lost," she admitted. "Chats has been so difficult, and sometimes I don't know if I have the strength to go on." Kala's gaze softened even more, and she reached out. "Hope is always within you, Angelonia. Sometimes it just needs a little nurturing to grow. Close your eyes and listen to your heart. You will find the strength you seek." Angelonia closed her eyes. The sounds of the forest seemed to grow fainter as she focused on the warmth spreading from Kala's touch. She felt a surge of hope and strength flooding her being. When she opened her eyes, Kala was still there, smiling gently. "Thank you," Angelonia whispered. "You have given me the hope I needed." Kala nodded. "Remember, even in the darkest times, hope is like a tiny seed. If you care for it, it will blossom into something beautiful." With that, Kala's light grew brighter until it enveloped the entire clearing. Angelonia stood there, feeling the warmth and light surround her, filling her with an unshakable sense of hope. When the light faded, Kala was gone, but Angelonia knew she was not alone. She walked back to her village, a newfound sense of purpose and strength guiding her steps. From that day on, Angelonia became a beacon of hope for others in her village. She shared the message of hope and strength she had received from Kala, helping others to find their own light, even in the darkest of times. And whenever she felt doubt creeping in, she would close her eyes, remember Kala's words, and feel the whisper of hope within her heart. Let tonight's calmness carry you through the night,